What's up guys, my name is Matt, and today I want to talk about a shoe that to most people would just look like a normal Vans, but to us it is known as the Fear of God 101s. Today I'm going to tell you if they're worth it or not, and if you should be spending your hard-earned money on these shoes in 2020, given that they were released in 2019. So without saying too much more about this shoe here, a quick background on me and my kind of knowledge of Fear of God is I do have a pair of the military sneakers in the back here. I have them in the back of most of my videos. They were my first iteration of any Fear of God sneaker, and I love them. They have been one of my favorite shoes for the past 2 years, ever since I got them, and continue to be a mainstay in my wardrobe. I then proceeded to pick up the skate mids later last year, and that has been one of my shoes of the year for 2019, and honestly is something I still continue to wear. I think it fits perfectly with a very casual aesthetic, which is really what I like, and also promotes like that elevated basics where if you know kind of thing, and that's why I really like it. I find that those are comfy, and when I saw these on sale, I had to pick them up. As most of you all know on this channel, or if you're new to this channel, I love to pick everything that I buy up on a deal. I don't like overpaying for shoes. I don't like overpaying for anything. Pretty much, I always just buy stuff on sale just because I want to maximize my purchase and kind of the quality per dollar. These shoes normally go for around $500, and I paid around $160 for these. And $160 for a made in Italy shoe that has the branding of Fear of God is a steal in my opinion. So with saying all that, let's get into my thoughts and if I would pay another $160 for these shoes. So getting into the 101s, these do feature an all suede upper for this one. There is another pair that has a canvas upper, at least in the middle, and that is kind of like the all over print. I almost bought those, but I was a little slow on checking out, and those sold out pretty quickly in my size, which I was kind of surprised about. But I did end up with the constellation price, which is these, which is like a navy front, which almost just looks like a vintage black. And then like this cream middle. It really does look like a Vans all the way through and through, which is kind of weird for me because I don't normally like Vans, but these have been one of my mainstays, even with the similarities. And getting into the suede quality of the shoe, it's alright. It's nothing mind-blowing. It's not as good as my skate mids I have in the back right here. Not as good, in my opinion, not as good as some other suede ones. It's a little bit rougher around the edges, and by rough around the edges, just mean it's not super duper smooth, not butter. I would still say a high quality suede, but just not the soft, supple one that you might be used to on some of the shoes that you have. And then to continue on with this shoe, the tongue of the shoe is a non-padded kind of suede on the outside, leather on the inside, and on the inside it says Fear of God with your size tag on it, which for me is a size 45. So speaking about the size tag, let's talk about sizing with these. I actually went differently than I went with sizing with my Fear of God skate mids and my Fear of God military sneakers in the back. I'm usually a size 13 in pretty much everything, and that's my true to size. And I went with a 46 with those, which is true to size. And for these, I actually sized down a whole size, or basically, the only way you can go with some European shoes, which is just down a number. So I went from size 46 to size 45 in these. And I tend to find that at first it is a little bit tight, but it's almost like a common projects, and that they start to stretch out a little bit over time to kind of conform to your feet. And really, I think this sizing for this shoe is due to the lacing system on these. As you can kind of see here, it's already pretty tight as it is. And when you tie it all the way up, it pretty much is pretty narrow all the way there. So you don't really have much room to really tighten it at all versus the skate mids, which I find fit perfectly laced up and fit perfectly for the footbed. I think the military sneakers are pretty much the same thing for me. It doesn't get too tight. These, I definitely think if I went with my true to size, it would be a little bit too tight. But if you do have a chance to go try these on, I would recommend that. I would say go to your nearest Nordstrom, Saks, Bloomingdale's, someplace that stocks Fear of God. You'll be able to try them out. But continuing on into the sole, this sole to me has so far been durable. I have them on my skate mids, and the only thing I do tend to find is that they do tend to wear out a little bit in the back after wearing them. But that just could because I wear these kind of non-stop and I don't really give them much rest. But these overall have a very soft sole. When people say they're uncomfortable, I don't know what they're coming from. If they're coming from Boost, of course a designer shoe is going to be uncomfortable. If they're coming from a Jordan 1 saying these are uncomfortable, I would completely disagree. I think these are perfectly comfortable. I think if you wear them for the first time, they're going to be uncomfortable because they do have a leather insole. And with any of those, I feel that you have to wear them a few times before they really break in a little bit and conform to your foot a little bit more. Even feeling mine just right now during that small little transition I had right there, honestly, like, your foot already conforms, and I've only had mine for a few weeks now, and it's already been conforming. It's already been a little bit more comfortable. Yes, the first times you wear them, they're not going to be that comfortable. I think that's most leather footbed soles. I have that happen with my common projects, and now those are super comfy, and I can wear them all day. They're not going to be like Boost, where it's like going to feel like a memory foam mattress, you know, but it's very supportive. I don't have a problem wearing these all day. If I really wanted to wear something that I knew would be 100% comfortable all day, I might put on a pair of Ultra Boost or my Yeezy 700s. But if I want just something casual, I don't really care too much about comfort for the day, but I will be just like going around all day, being able to sit down. Honestly, these are going to get you through it. I don't understand when people say these are uncomfortable. Maybe it's just because I'm used to other designer shoes, but that's just my opinions on it. But trust me, like, the Rude pairs I have still feel like bricks, and these don't feel like bricks. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you there. But overall, my thoughts on the Fear of God 101s is at $160. These are definitely worth the price. These are definitely a cop. I highly recommend it to anybody who's looking to pick these up. I think this is a perfect time given how many sales there's been on Nordstrom, on a bunch of different sites. These have been on my feet more than any other shoe in the past few weeks ever since I've owned these. And honestly, like, I know why. It's because they just fit my wardrobe very well. And I think they can fit pretty much anybody's wardrobe very well. These are a very minimalist style sneaker. If you're looking at it, it looks just like a Vans, but does have the elevated basics from the sole, from the fact that there is virtually no logos across anything except for the very back tab on the midsole. And honestly, if you're looking for something that is an elevated basic shoe, if you're looking for something that is Fear of God and that whole kind of Jerry look, even more so, I would say, from like the 5th collection, 4th collection looks, rather than even the 6th collection, which she's came out with, I would say that these are an insta-buy for me, and obviously are. Again, sizing, I would say go down one size from a normal European size, pretty much like your common project size. If you know those, these fit pretty much, I would say, the same as a pair of common projects do. So I'd say go with your common project size with these, which for me is a size 45. For you might be something a little bit different. And yeah, these essentially are an elevated basics Vans, and that's what I'm going to leave this with is, if you like Vans and you want something a little bit nicer and a little bit different, buy these. If you don't really care for that, then don't buy these. Pretty simple, right? Thought so. Anyways, thank you guys for stopping by the channel. If you like this video, there's going to be more on the way exactly like this. So I suggest subscribing down below. And while you're at it, please leave a like on the like button because it helps out the YouTube algorithm to suggest my video to more people. And to all the new subscribers, I just want to say thank you for your guys' support. I'm seeing it, and honestly, it's been encouraging me to make even more videos, which will be on the way. I've just been trying to get some stuff situated, like this new kind of set right here, which is pretty much identical to the old set, just moved around a little bit differently. Again, thank you guys so much for stopping by the channel. Like I end every video here, please stay safe, stay healthy out there, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.